The predictions in this demo aren't always perfect. If you type I love Mondays, it might label it as negative because the model doesn't understand the context of Mondays yet. But as the user provides feedback, it learns, it grows. It obviously won't improve instantly, but with enough input and experience, it gets better. This is the story of how we built an interactive feedback loop for NLP model that evolves with user input. Let us show you how this works.
Let me show you how this works. So let us approach to the sentimental analysis first. So there are two main approaches to building an adaptive sentimental analysis. So the first approach is traditional approach, where you can train a model once on a large dataset like IMDb reviews and deploy it as a static tool. This is similar to early chatbots like Eliza that simply mirrored your words. It works on the demos but fails with nonce language. So the second way is interactive approach, where you create a system that learns from user feedback. This is what we have built. A model that sends the predictions, collects your responses, and improves over time.
But how does it actually work? So instead of hard coding the rules, so it's not just if and else, but it's a model. It makes a prediction with a confidence score. So as it learns, what it does is it builds up a sort of confidence that this score is higher. So if you have to look at, let's say, ChatGPT, if you have probably used it in your life. I mean, it's very famous now, right? So what ChatGPT does is just it predicts the next word in the sentence. So let's say you are asking him what time is it right now. So let's say it's replying it in a sentence. So it will start its sentence with right now it is, let's say, 11 p.m. So it knows that after right, the best possible word for defining a time would be now, right now. And then you're defining the time, then the English grammar thing, which is, and the time itself, the value. So what it does is just it predicts the next word, right? So it isn't just if and else. So it builds up the confidence. It knows what and it just gets better and better at predicting what the next word should be, and it records your text. It also notes down your prediction and your timestamp and everything. But this app we have right in front of you, it's a simple app. It collects your feedback. So it collects your input literally. So you have to say that this was correct or incorrect.
Okay, so once you feed the inputs, once you input some certain values, certain sentences, it gives you the result. It gives you the prediction of what is the possible the value, whether the sentence is positive or negative, and based on the response that is provided by the model, you can give the feedback whether the prediction that has been given by the model is correct or not. And once you give that input, the model will record it, and once the model have enough inputs, enough data, it will learn by itself, and eventually it will start to give you good results. So that's how it works in the backend, and that's the literal code that we have wrote over here.
Yeah, and this approach gained popularity around 2017 during AI summer, where developers created all kinds of interactive applications like personalized recommendation systems, smart home devices that respond to your emotional cues, etc., etc. So yeah, this was sparked like 7 to 8 years back. While all the systems eventually come to an end, the fundamental part of the universe, entropy, will get us all in the end. The principle of continuous improvement remains valuable. The goal here isn't to create a perfect eternal models, but is to build tools that help users share knowledge through open code and inspire others to improve upon your work. Now, there are some examples that something has gone terribly wrong about building something, but just because something is going to break in the end doesn't mean that it is not going to have the effect that lasts long into the future. So, even if this demo eventually stops working, what matters is the invitation to collaborate and improve together.